Thank you all for joining the webinar today. We are going to talk about making money from scrap gold on eBay. This is something that I learned about several years ago, actually, and I've never done it myself, but I've been aware of it, and I know that there are people who do it, and so I wanted to show you this little intriguing insight because it's something that you're probably not aware of, and many aren't, but there's a market for it. So without further ado, let's get in and talk about finding money or making money from scrap gold on eBay. So I want to show you a little bit with the, let's get to the right screen here. I want to show you a little bit. That was a different search there. We're going to do that another time. Show you how to search for or sell crazy on eBay. All right, so scrap gold. There are a lot of different ways to do this, and if you search YouTube for videos on melting scrap gold or recovering scrap gold or something like that, you'll find videos that talk about recovering gold from different items. I'm hoping that what I was thinking of here when I put this together will come up here. So what we're seeing here is this stuff is probably like gold-plated stuff, which really is an extremely low amount of gold. There really isn't much gold in plated items. Here's some that is scrap gold jewelry. Here we've got pocket watches. So this is interesting, and this is actually something similar that I saw earlier. A lot of this comes from surplus lots or estate sales. A lot of times you go to an estate sale and they'll just sell an entire drawer full of miscellaneous jewelry that they haven't looked at. And you can buy the whole box or the whole drawer or whatever for, some price, right? And so that's what a lot of this kind of stuff is. It comes from estate sales where they're getting a box full of jewelry and then they're presenting it out here as scrap gold options. So that's some of what I'm seeing here. But these two right here, 3, 4, this is more what I was actually thinking of initially that I wanted to share with you. So if we open this one up, and let's just do this, we'll do a few of these in separate tabs so that you can see them. Let's take the 3 of these. So we have 21 pounds, 7 pounds, and 18 pounds. 3 different listings here. And let's go in and look at the original listings. And this is, I'm looking at sold listings. So these are items that did sell, okay? And so here we have this lot. What is that? You see all of this. We're looking at computer parts, right? This is memory. This is scrap memory, computer memory, old computer memory modules. And so this person sold 18 pounds of old memory modules as scrap gold for $410. Here we've got 7 pounds that sold for $150 plus shipping. And here we have 21 pounds that sold for, what was it, 446 bucks. Okay. So this is another interesting thing to think about when you're looking at thrift stores, estate sales, yard sales, garage sales, any of these resources out there where we might have these computer parts. And the older the part, the more likely it'll have a good amount of gold, is the way I understand it. And so what people are doing is they're taking these small, it was actually better if I just hover over it. They're taking these chips, and all of those little contacts actually have gold on them. And those are made from gold because it's the best conductor. And so it's a minute amount of gold, but it is gold. And so they're taking that, and then like I said, if you go research on YouTube and look for videos of this, you'll see people talking about how you can melt this down and discussing how to do it and showing the little contraptions that they've made to collect or recover. That's what it is, gold recovery, to recover the gold from these computer parts. Okay, so that's one thing that I found very, very interesting. Here's another one right here that I think is interesting for CPUs. Just 4 computer CPUs off of old computers that are no longer useful, right? And they sold 4 of these for $32 plus shipping. Yep, plus $10 shipping. So that, to me, is pretty cool. That's some pretty awesome stuff. So they're showing one there that has quite a good covering of gold contacts on it, perhaps. And then the others, notice they're not showing the gold content on those. The gold is down. And they're just showing the products themselves. So it's just one of those interesting things that you can make money from on eBay, and this is stuff that you can pick up. I mean, people are throwing old computers away, right? And so it's something that we can get our hands on free or close to it a lot of times. Here's another interesting lot: 10 pounds scrap gold, scrap older computer boards for gold, silver, copper, metal recovery, lot 5. So they sold it for 10 pounds for $34 plus shipping. So, and these look like motherboards and memory boards and other computer boards. So it's not the RAM, it's not CPUs, it's the other computer parts that they're doing there. We have a lot of other other postings here of jewelry items. This one is about 2 troy ounce scrap gold bullion bar. Obviously, that's not literally 2 ounces. There's no way that they're selling 2 ounces of gold for $22 when gold's selling for what, $1,200, $1,300 an ounce right now. So we'd have to click on that to see the true details of it. But here's an old ring. Here's a lot of jewelry, plated jewelry lot. So again, they're making it obvious, hey, this is just gold plated. This one up here looks like it might be a little bit higher quality, 14 karat, 0.5 carat diamonds, 10 karat gold, 1 gram total weight. So giving us details there. So just really interesting to see what people are doing. And like I say, a lot of this stuff is probably coming from estate sales where they're buying just a drawer full of jewelry. I have a friend who wrote a book on estate sale picking, and he's mentioned he loves to go to the estate sales, and he does this a lot, probably weekly. And he's talked about lots where he's found, he knows a lot about gems and stuff like that, so when he sees the jewelry boxes, he knows what he's looking for. And so he'll see a drawer full of jewelry that they're selling where they think it's, not worth much, and he knows that one item out of there is worth, $3,000 or something because he's familiar with it. So kind of fun to hear those stories. But a lot of this is just scrap stuff that you can pick up miscellaneous places. And then, like I said here, we've got computer parts that are being sold for scrap gold. That looks like just one telecom boards. Okay, so they are saying multiple, 3 pounds, 4 ounces of total boards. $32 plus shipping. Notice that a lot of these, especially the lower priced ones, are charging shipping. Here's a higher priced one that is doing free shipping, gold nugget pendant, not scrap. There's some more scrap gold filled lot, 443 grams, rolled gold plate, watch cases and jewelry. That's, gold filled is just another terminology to say plated, which really there probably isn't much gold value in that. So one of the things I would be curious about is looking at the feedback of some of these people. If we go in and look at what other items they're selling, they've got 100% positive feedback. So are they selling more? Yes, they're selling quite a few lots. It looks like that's the majority of what they focus on here is they've got a bunch of memory modules for sale there, and then they've got some that they're selling for scrap. So here we can see gold recovery lot. These are being sold as usable. Several of these are being sold as usable, tested. So they've got other electronic parts there, but then some of them they sell as scraps. Here's another one, 5-pound scrap CPU processor, pinless lot for scrap gold, scrap gold, scrap gold, scrap gold. So scrap gold, quite a few of that. And look at that, $400 there, $360 on that lot, $720 for those. I don't know what their source is to get these so many memory modules, but they've obviously found literally a gold mine. Well, figuratively, I guess it's not literal. It's not a mine. It's other opportunities for gold, but they've found some source where they can get their hands on these gold options. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, and just let you know there's one more option, one more item out there when you're out looking around wondering what to what might have value, what you could sell. Well, don't discount the old computer boxes when you see them out there. Now, you do need to be careful about purchasing that, because one big computer box, if it only has one CPU and a couple of these, well, then it's not worth a whole bunch, right? We need quite a few of those. So this is something where we want to look into the possibility of finding a lot of this kind of stuff. Look at those estate sales, the business sales, the going out of business stuff, companies that are getting rid of old broken computers, those kinds of things. That's what you want to look for. And this is something you might find on local classified ads and stuff too. So it's worth researching in those areas. All right, I'm going to open it up for questions. If anybody has questions about scrap gold, please make your questions focus on the content that we've discussed today. But if there are any questions about scrap gold from computer parts or otherwise, go ahead and post away with those questions. Well, I'm waiting for those. I'm just going to browse and show a few more items here. Another one, just 11 pounds, $233. 11-pound CPU for scrap gold, $100. A lot of jewelry lots. Yeah, there's lots of jewelry in there. And honestly, I wonder how many people that buy this stuff are truly knowledgeable and how many of them are just hopeful gold hunters looking for things. Because as I look at a lot of this, I don't feel like there is a huge amount of gold in it. When we look at this gold-filled watch band caps for scrap, I highly doubt there is $100 worth of gold in that when they actually do the work to refine it and recover the gold out of it. So, all right, I'm not seeing any questions there, so I'm going to thank everybody for joining, and we will end the webinar here, and I will see you next week.